Good morning, General Chat. This is Vern Tessio. Today, this podcast, we're going to be watching the second Patreon exclusive YouTube upload from my favorite YouTuber, The Gifted Hater. This Patreon exclusive upload is called SLS, and this was uploaded on August 30th, 2021. This is coming 2 days after his debut piece of Patreon content, which I reviewed along with Frank. So if you haven't listened to that one yet, please go back and listen to the previous podcast to this one, because that's the first Patreon exclusive upload from the archive. I'm also gonna, as I go through, I'm going to review I'm going to explain his, I don't even know what you'd call what I do. I'm going to do podcasts on each of his new content as it comes out. But in between the Patreon content that Joa makes, I'm going to go back through the archive since he's got 4 years of it, and he only uploads usually once a month. So this is a way for anyone who doesn't want to pay Joa to get access to all of his content for free. Via me, Vern Tessio. That being said, you should be a Patreon for Joa. He creates quality content, and he's one of the better, more interesting voices in the California skateboarding scene. All right. And also the other thing I would like to say is, and if you're not a fan of Gifted Hater, you might like this as well. I know some people like to hate watch or hate listen to things. So if you enjoy hating on the Gifted Hater, maybe something that we notice in these videos you might appreciate too. So before I push play on this YouTube upload from the Gifted Hater, let's meet our guest today. This is the one and only Sickends. He is for sure one of my favorite members of the Corey Glick fans Discord community, which was previously the Gifted Hater Discord, prior to the Gifted Hater disowning the Discord community. We're now called the Corey Glick fans of Discord. This is Sickends. Sickends is a ripping skater, a ripping chatter, a ripping sig ripper. He's also really good at drawings, and I always like the photos that he posts to the Discord. So if you're not a member, join the Discord. It's a clean, well-lit place to discuss all things skate-related, not just Corey Glick and Gifted Hater stuff. So all praise to Noah and Tristan for the Discord. And Sickends, why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hello. Thank you very much for the kind words. I really appreciate that, dude. So sweet.
Oh, I mean, whenever you take your sabbaticals away from the Discord, your presence is greatly missed. Just so I don't know if anyone's told you that. I don't know if you know that, but like I've told Simulation, I'm always like, hey, say what's up to Sickends for me. So we all need to take breaks from computers, and I understand that. But when you're gone, there is a giant void that you fill. You're a great member of the community.
I appreciate that.
We appreciate you. Okay, so let's get started after all of that slobber glaze festing. And do you see Joa on the screen there still?
Oh, yeah, big time.
All right, cool. Let me extend that. Oh, shit, I forgot to mention my sponsor. Damn. Do you have any sponsors that you want to talk about today? Does anyone give you free stuff?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Simulation, always hooking it up with the boards. Yeah, that's all I got.
What's Simulation is a dude or Simulation is the company?
Simulation is a dude.
What boards does Simulation give you?
That's confidential information.
Okay, are they brand new boards or are they secondhand ones?
Oh, yeah. Brand spanking new, man.
Damn. Shout out to all right, the sponsor of today's podcast are all of the plugs out there in the skate world. So big shout out to Jim Thiebaud, who I've been lucky enough to receive some free product that Jim Thiebaud used to give to Ted Barrow of This Old Ledge fame. Ted Barrow used to run an Instagram account called Feedback TS, and Jim Thiebaud, who started Real Skateboards with Tommy Guerrero back in 1991, I believe. Jim Thiebaud is also runs, I think he might own Deluxe Manufacturing. Who are some of Deluxe brands, Sickens? It started out with Real, then Anti-Hero, Stereo, Their Skateboards, right?
Maybe. I have no idea.
You don't know about, all right, thank you, Jim Thiebaud, for all of the free product you used to send to Feedback TED, because I got a bunch of badass Spitfire stickers. I got probably 5 different sets of Spitfire wheels. I got two pairs of Venture trucks and 4 decks, along with a bunch of Spitfire shirts and Anti-Hero t-shirts. So shout out to thanks to the sponsor of today's podcast. The sponsor is those plugs that help all their homies out and give them free shit so that they don't have to support the skateboard industry.
Real shit.
Right? There we go. That being said, if you're gonna support, if you're gonna buy stuff, don't buy your shit on Amazon. Find a skate shop. Don't buy your skate. Don't buy your skate shit on Amazon.
Not Amazon, dude. No Prime.
Exactly. End your Prime accounts. Okay. There we go. Podcast sponsor out of the way, and now I'm gonna push play. Before I push play, Sickens, can you describe to our audience what we're looking at today?
Well, we've got Joa in the lower right corner. He's appears to be like scratching his neck. We've got a gray sort of abstract layering, maybe watercolor-ish art, different shades of gray, 50 maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a mixed medium. It's definitely a mixed medium, right? Like it could be watercolor. There's a lot of straight lines, but they're not that straight, so it looks like they used a ruler. I'm not sure who the artist is, but it doesn't look contemporary. It looks to me like it's something maybe from the 50s or the 40s. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure when the time frame is. It could be 2020.
Yeah, it could be. It could be Joa himself made it.
Yeah, definitely a lot of lines going on. Probably some rulers, and then shifting it down every milli-inch or whatever. But
it's a black and white thing, but that might just be a grayscale image, right? Like I think it's probably actually a color, but it's a black and white thing, right?
Oh yeah, that would be nice and trendy. Yeah,
I like the way the shirt Joe is wearing has like those lines on the collar. It's like it's a button-up shirt, right? And it's got lines that kind of go with the painting in a way.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, totally.
Are you familiar with headphones and Sickens?
I'm not too.
Can you ID the headphones Joe is wearing there? Are those gamer headphones or?
I'd say it look.
Oh man, we're losing like
some Logitech, and then they got some.
Okay, so those are Logitech headphones.
Yeah, they got some. I believe so. And there's some light.
Yeah, there's definitely an LED. There's an LED light on them.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty cool and unique.
Frank and I were trying to figure them out yesterday, but neither of us knew. We couldn't ID them. Frank was complimenting the hairstyle that he has. It's kind of like a gray with like little highlights, right, and maybe a purple or a blue. And we noticed the glasses frames. Joa doesn't wear these glasses anymore, right?
Oh no, definitely not.
Yes, this is 2021 Joa, right? Yeah, August 2021. Okay. Anything else you want to describe about what we're looking at, or should we just push play and see where this takes us?
Yeah, we can push play. That's all it really is.
Oh, the other thing. Do Do you recognize the room we're looking at here? Because it's 4 years ago. It's not where he's living currently. Sickens connection is
this one in particular. Is my connection not?
I keep getting a message that says Sickens connection is unstable, which I feel like is a very nice. It's
nice little touch.
It's kind no. It sounds almost prophetic, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah, Sickens connection is unstable. All right. Well,
yeah,
we'll talk about his room later on. Let me push play because we're already like 10 minutes into this thing. All right, and I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. I understand that what a lot of you guys are going to want me to make a video about is the Sean Hover-Sean Davis rematch. Personally,
do you know what that means? Sean Hover, Sean Davis? Does that mean anything to you?
From that, we got what we wanted.
Oh yeah,
right?
big time barracks.
Oh, okay.
Dead horse. I know it's some good drama and maybe some.
Do you remember the drama that he's talking about?
But I just don't think that it.
I think he did like a pop shove it, like underflip or something weird, and it was just like a weird looking pop shove it, and like called it like a different ass trick, and then it was this whole thing, and then they like rematched and blah 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 blah.
So
I can't even remember.
So the answer to my question is no, I don't know what he's talking about.
I do know, but it's gotten lost in the ever expanding things that I have to pay attention to. You know. Like,
yeah, I can't even remember what the guys' names are. So that's how pointless it is to me.
Yeah, it shit's fried.
Yeah.
Street League events, and I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about the event, and in my opinion, how it could be better.
Oh my God! So he's talking about
later on, we'll discuss
what he doesn't like about contests. I feel like he's still talking about this to today, right?
which had pretty explosive endings, but.
Yeah.
I mean, he even made his own skate contests because he hates the format so much.
Nigel is a bit upset about the scoring.
Yeah, that is true. YSL was a massive hit.
It's
interesting day.
Oh, we got
Came
Ja
out
talking.
second. Definitely some interesting judging there at the end.
He placed second.
Oh, Ja trying to call out the judges but being a pussy. Interesting judging, dude. He doesn't want to bite the hand that feeds him.
At the end, but to begin with, I want to just hit you guys with a couple.
No, dude.
I always feel like interesting. Whenever someone describes something as interesting, it's to me just showing that motherfucker is lying because they have another word they want to use. They have another word they want to use, and it's usually that like. They don't understand it, or they fucking hate it, or they think it sucks, but they call it interesting, right?
Oh, clearly it's a disliking, you know, like. Oh yeah, that dude's got an interesting outfit on. Like that's never under any good connotations. Like
you're not fooling anyone anymore. Like as soon as you say interesting, it's like that. You might as well say that person's a piece of shit, and I fucking hate them. So what's he yapping about now? He's talking about. Oh my God, he's doing a dumb data.
4 out of 14.
Yeah, for real.
Were done on so 28% were done on like bump to bar obstacles, but 72% of the tricks were done on the handrail, which is more or less the same problem that the women's event has.
Do you think Joa compiled these, or he just stole them from dumb data?
32 out of 34 were grinder slide tricks.
Ooh, that's a wonderful question.
It's too bad we weren't paying attention.
Section tricks were grind or slide tricks.
Yeah, he had to have stolen them. I mean,
pretty much 80% of those took place on the handrail. So 8 out of 10 tricks took place on the handrail.
Well, I mean, and just so that everyone can understand what we're talking about, is Joe is complaining about the contest format, and he's complaining about how the way the judges rate things, and he's putting up a bunch of quotes on the screen. He maybe credited this. There's a YouTuber called Dumb Data, who I think does really good YouTube uploads. I really liked his Skater of the Year breakdown, where he went through every single past Skater of the Year. I don't agree with his takes in it necessarily, because he doesn't think Salman Agha should have won. But like, I like what he does for YouTube up until he started trying to do skate events, or the Game of Skates. So if you've seen Dumb Data's Game of Skate YouTubes, don't judge his content on those videos. I think those videos suck. I think he's better doing other stuff. Are you familiar with Dumb Data's content?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I could definitely catch myself, you know, stoned to the bone just listening to that bullshit.
Yeah. I mean,
it's insane.
He puts in a lot of work, right? Like massive spreadsheets.
Yeah, it's completely unreal. You know, I was watching the one on like the barracks, and he was just like saying all these numbers and all these tricks, you know, all this yada yada yada. But it's like the amount of like watching that dude does is insane to know all those statistics.
Yeah, and I don't know if the statistics are real or not. Like, he could totally just be making all that shit up, because I'm not going to fucking double check I'm not going to double check that fool's work. But
yeah, fuck it, dude.
But it's funny. It's funny. In the last year, ever since he started doing these Game of Skate events, he's kind of turned heel on Joa. And it's funny to me that if Joa used to use Dumb Data as a reference, I think Joa used to appreciate Dumb Data, and then don't meet your heroes, guys. Don't meet your fucking heroes, because Joa meets Dumb Data, and now they're fucking enemies, right?
Yeah, you know, I think. Yeah, to dive deeper into that, I believe that like
one second, hold that thought. Just so you guys know, Gustavo Ribeiro just went. This is SLS and Salt Lake City, 2021. Gustavo Ribera just did a frontside nose grind, nollie flip out down a 9-stair handrail. I'm assuming this is part. Oh, he's in the 9 club with it. I'm assuming it's part of the best trick contest we're watching. Sorry, Sickends.
I'm pretty sure that Dumb Data made some sort of like reference to Joa, and then used like a fart sound effect and put like a poop emoji on screen, and then Joe went on Twitch and watched it and got super mad at him. Oh. And was like just crashing out on him. That he was like, "You fucking so immature. Put a fucking fart sound on my face. Blah 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 blah."
So that okay. Like, so
hating on him.
Dumb Data did a little childish jab at Joa, and Joa maybe took it personally.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that happens, man. Like I sometimes people say something and like you're just in a bad mood, and I or at least this happens with me. Like something will be, I'm in a shitty mood, and then I overreact to something that's not that big of a deal.
I think that shit happens all the time.
For sure. I just think a lot of people aren't
common occurrence.
I think a lot of people aren't self-aware enough to realize that that's what, I think there's like a psychological term for it. It's called displaced aggression. Which I think, I don't know if I'm using the context correctly. I just remember reading that in a book one time. Seeing that phrase, displaced aggression, and I thought it was pretty fit, because it's not the same as road rage, right? Like road rage probably is tied to the fact that you're in this little vehicle, and it feels like you feel so safe, and like you feel like you're really the king of the road, right, when you're driving.
Oh yeah. And
so everybody else is like fucking up and like not letting you be the king. So, but yeah, okay, so yeah, I definitely, if that's where you think Joa's point of dissing Dumb Data comes from, that's pretty funny, because I just assumed it was from being part of that wretched Game of Skate that Dumb Data hosted. That thing fucking sucked. Did you watch that?
It could honestly be a mix of both, you know.
For sure. That's
just my best guess.
No, but I like hearing your version of it, because I think that breaks down a lot of like, you know, it helps me understand myself better even, you know, when I think about like how somebody else sees something, right? And I think if we watch right now, we're just watching Joe, you know, as a young buck YouTuber starting to finally getting paid by the Patreon, right? And this is what he's given us. He's given us Reasa Leal getting a 6.6 at the SLS.
Yeah, and if I could honestly come clean, you know,
Please come clean.
When when Joe makes these fucking SLS videos, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still Joe talking, so I'll listen to it, but at the same time, like, I just feel like it's like the most bottom of the barrel shit you could be scraping ever. You know what I mean?
Are you trying to say contests fucking suck, Sickens?
Well, I'm not a fan of contest skating.
Yeah, contests are fucking whack. Like, unless your homie's in it, like, it's who fucking cares who wins? Like, who's up now? Maria Duran, right? Like, I don't give a fuck if she lands this hard flip. She landed. That was sick. I'm kind of hyped, you know. But like, if that was simulation, I'd be fucking going through the roof, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and for Joe to sit behind the paywall and only just put up the shit, and I feel like this is what he's doing too, is, see, we got the little face cam in the corner, and then the other corner you have the SLS frame going on, and behind that is that image, like, painting thing that we were discussing earlier, you know, that's all gray. So it's kind of got this weird, like, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but you know those like TikTok or like YouTube short videos,
sure,
and they have half the screen and the dude's playing like fucking Temple Run or like Subway Surfers or some shit to keep your brain going, or like 5-minute crafts, and then the top video is like what's actually going on. So it's just like, it's kind of just set up to make your like attention be like, oh shit, look at this, look at that, ooh. And just so you stay engaged with this fucking charade that's going on. Like, no way someone's gonna actually pay to watch Joe watch a fucking SLS. Like, that's dumb.
I mean, I'm doing that.
I'm just saying.
I'm paying for it. So.
Me personally.
Are you? Oh yeah, are you a Patreon?
This is a wonderful question. You know, I have been.
Yeah.
I'll say that. You know, I was definitely a past member, but you know, and shout out to Frank. Frank actually sent me $5 one time, you know, so I could get the Patreon subscription, you know, and catch up. But
wait, I gotta stop. The way Frank spreads his loot throughout the Discord community is a beautiful fucking thing, man.
He is incredible, dude. He's honestly the man.
Yeah. Shout out Frank.
But yeah, I go to catch up, and there's not even much to catch up on. You know, he rarely posts. It's just like the.
Well, I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back on you a little bit, just because I understand your perspective, but like, I've reread, because I've had these moments where I get frustrated, and I reread when I want new content, and I reread like his guidelines, and he's only guaranteeing one piece of exclusive content a month. So he has, since I've been a Patreon, he has always achieved the bare minimum. Sometimes he does more, but he's always achieved and the bare minimum is what he's agreed to give, right?
Yeah, I mean, if that's all you're willing to offer to your paying fucking fans is the bare minimum, so be it. Like, yeah. What the fuck? That's also tremendous.
But the other reason why I wanted to push
what a guy.
What a guy.
What a fucking superstar. I mean, he's incredible. You see, we got Felipe Mota falling on something, Nigel rolling up.
So this is what I want to talk about. So what I'm just realizing now is when we're watching this video, so this isn't just him watching SLS. He actually this is him talking about the contest judging. So he's actually analyzing how the judging and scores are going on. So this actually isn't just like him slop responding, watching. He's actually, that's why he was flashing up those little bits of data, right?
Yeah, right. So when
I've lost Sickens again. So, okay, so you back, buddy?
I think
Man.
so are we now?
You're stable. All right. Well, sorry, what were you saying, Cutie Pie?
Fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
I got that effect. I've got that effect on people. All right, yeah, because now we're watching old Nigel Houston, right? So I think this video is actually Joa explaining what problems he has with the scoring system, which is hilarious because this is one of the first Patreon exclusive things he uploaded, and 4 years ago, he's still complaining about the same thing. So the motherfuckers at SLS have not listened to Joa.
Well, yeah, they're not probably going to be able to hear this because it's behind this paywall that they're not going to pay for.
Yeah, Joa needs to release all this stuff. Anything SLS.
This is my point, is if there's a big hubba versus big handrail, like at a park or something, and there's a contest or whatever, if the homies are just cruising and there's a big hubba, big handrail, are you going to be more psyched if the dude hits the fucking handrail?
I mean, apples and oranges, no?
I don't know, dude. Rails are just the thing.
I don't like rails.
You know,
I feel nothing when I see someone do anything down a rail.
What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, you sent that board slide, dude, on that yellow one. What are you talking about? That thing is sick. If you did that on a ledge, if you did that same trick on a ledge, it wouldn't have the same effect.
Oh, Sickens. Sickens. I'm not going to board slide a ledge. Only if I'm messing up a backside. only when I'm fucking up a backside hurricane grind will you ever catch me.
It's just the thing, you know. I mean, you could do a 50-50 on a ledge versus 50-50 on a rail. It's a whole nother ball game.
Oh, I get it.
That's the reason why they're like.
A lot of people prefer handrail skating. I'm just saying, for me, I don't give a shit about a hand. Like, I don't care about someone can nollie, kickflip, nose blunt slide Hollywood High tomorrow, and I won't give a shit. But if that being said, if Neo board slides Hollywood 16 in fucking boots, I'm gonna be fucking hyped.
Yeah, that shit would be sick.
He's got it. Go get it, Neo. Go get it.
Yeah, dude, he's out there, dude. He could fully get that shit. What the fuck?
Man. So I think this video is him analyzing the contest skating, right? Or is he actually just watching the Salt Lake City one? Let me turn him up for a second.
Could have done a better job. This is just my take. Do with that what you will. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm uploading.
Oh yeah, we gotta kind of run him back a little bit.
And listen, I know some people were upset in the comments that I made a Patreon. They were really pissed. But listen, if this helps at all with you, the videos that I put on there, I can't put on YouTube anyway. Because primarily they're going to be part reviews and they have copyrighted music. So the only way I can do content like that, which I want to do and have it be worth my time, is to host them privately. Either the video will get deleted or the profits will just go to some record label. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Of Elijah Burrell's kind of blatant copying of Dylan Reeder's aesthetic and his style.
Oh, well, that was a little preview of the next episode. So that was cool that we caught that last bit of Joa explaining why he doesn't review parts for regular YouTube.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Do you like watching part reviews on YouTube?
Well, the only one I can really think of, like that first comes to mind, is when he specifically Joe reviewed Jack O'Grady's part in that passport video.
Oh, well, say less. Was that on Patreon or was that on? Did he upload that to main channel?
That was main channel, and he also did Louis Lopez.
Huh.
I think it was his Days of Grace part.
Okay. So I wonder what he did about the music on that. I'll have to go back and do some research and take a look at that. Would that be something you'd want to watch one day for a future episode?
Oh, most definitely.
All right, cool. I'll put that. I'll have my interns put that in the calendar. They'll reach out to you with a Zoom meeting, and we can set that up.
Fuck yeah, boom shakalaka.
Yeah, well, that's over. The YouTube is over. So I'm trying to think. Is there anything else you want to? Anything from specifically from that SLS? From this SLS
Hey everybody,
upload that you want to
doing well.
Think about or discuss?
Yeah, if we could get it, if we could catch it a little bit before he kind of hit the ending of it.
Well, it started out with him
You know-
specifically showing Nyjah complaining about the contest results, right? And then I think when he's talking about when he's showing this section, I think he's talking about how a blunt slide gets rated differently, right? Was there a specific part you wanted to see? Oh, there's Chris Jocelyn, Felipe Mota. What part did you want to see? Give me a time.
Yeah, we could probably do 14. Yeah, right there.
We'll start
14.
around 14. Okay, so now this is him back. Oh yeah, this is young Nyjah. And should we listen to Joe talk a little bit?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right.
Information questionable, so I decided to do something else, which is that I took a look to see if there are any repeated tricks from that contest and the contest yesterday, which is that also in 2012, Peter Ramondetta did a front blunt down the main obstacle at that contest, which was the hubba. This hubba was huge.
Shout out Peter Ramondetta.
Much bigger than the main attraction at the Salt Lake City contest, which is the handrail. And Peter Ramondetta got a 6.5 for that front blunt. Now, if you compare it to Raisa did a front blunt on the smaller handrail yesterday, she received a 6.6. So she received 0.1 points more than Peter Ramondetta did.
Is this interesting to you?
For the same trick on
Yeah.
a much larger obstacle. How does it make sense that Nyjah was deducted pretty much a full point when they're giving out more points for the same tricks? It doesn't really add up. Who knows what would have happened if Nyjah had gotten a more fair score? I think that cab flip, back lip should at least be a 9.2 or a 9.3 at the very least. And you never know how that would have affected the contest or how that would affect Ribeiro's psyche when he was skating.
That was funny.
Fucking hell.
Oh, he kept calling him Carlos.
When he was skating, but I don't think that it was. So, to summarize, kind of go over some of my grievances, I think that there needs to be more of an incentive to do some different tricks. You know what? If they don't change anything, that's fine. I'm probably still going to watch, but I think the contest would be more fun if creativity was awarded. A sugarcane grind, in my opinion, should get more than an 8.5. Like, Kelvin Hoffler's back was practically breaking.
That was
in half
crazy.
doing that trick. And it's a technical trick.
And I don't
without
care.
Flipping your board, which is pretty difficult to do. That's why Yuto scores so well, because he does these strange nollie slide variations that nobody else can do. So in the same way,
Look at
I
him
think
mouthing that
Hoffler should
fucking
get more
water
than
bottle.
8.5.
Jesus Christ.
That sugarcane grind at least has to be able to score better than a kick.
Good Lord.
It was a bit of a mess.
Chugging,
I
dude.
definitely think the judges could have done a better job.
Dude, it looks like Jamie Foy's wearing a fucking Denny's Diner t-shirt. he truly is the Abdow's big boy.
As well, listen, I know some people.
Dude, Jamie rips, dude. Shout out Jamie.
Dude, one of the best.
Really pissed. But listen, if this helps at all,
Just
with
fucked
you,
up on like a
I can't
fakey switch front people though. I don't know.
because primarily they're going to be part reviews.
All right, so
They have
basically, I'm
copyrighted
glad we
music,
watched
so
this
the only way I can
video.
do content like
It
that
definitely was
is
not what I
have
thought it
be
was
for
originally. I thought it was just going to be him yapping about, like you said, just
Yeah.
talking over SLS. But he did come with notes. He did prepare. He even did that funny little thing where he dubbed over when he said Carlos.
Oh yeah, that funny little thing where he was fucking up what he was trying to say.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's what's the guy's name? I don't even remember. What's this dude's name? Ribeiro?
Fuck, now I just think it's Carlos.
Yeah, dude. Gustavo Ribeiro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Shout out Gustavo, dude.
if you can shout him out, I will not give that dude nothing.
Nolly flips out, dude.
Yeah. All right. So another thing I wanted to do, which I forgot to do at the beginning. But out of 10, what would you rate this piece of content, this upload, if you had to rate it 1 to 10?
I mean, you know, to me, it still seems like it's just like very like, oh, you're gonna talk about like SLS judging, you know, like it's kind of like it's already like a rigged system, you know, like it's already gonna be bullshit. Like, of course, the young girl doing a front blunt on the rail is gonna get more points than like some OG doing some front blunting some fat hubba. You know, like to me, it almost makes a weird sense in like a sick way. You know, just with in the judge's shoes. You know, and I could see why Joe could make this video and be like, yeah, this is my opinions on the, you know,
so give
fucking
it.
SLS.
So give it a number. Give it a number.
I'll give it a fucking 1.
You know what? I was gonna give him more, but you've definitely
1.
You reminded me the main thing, because if I'm gonna grade this this piece of content on like what Joa brought to the table, I thought it was about an 8, because I liked the fact that he was watching an at the time relevant contest, the one that was just going on, and he was pulling social media clips from Nyjah. Talking about the contest, and then he went back.
That was the high point.
That's
what the Nyjah story. That when he put that clip on screen and it was Nyjah on the Instagram story talking, that was the fucking pinnacle of the video.
Yeah,
that was the apex point.
So I think I was kind of caught up in like appreciating what Joa was saying, and he was trying to speak his mind about something, and he was making valid points from what he thought, and I agreed with some of them. I didn't agree with all of them, but I thought it was interesting, and he brought in some humor to it. So I was liking it in general as like content. I thought it was pretty good. Maybe like I was going to give it like 7 out of 10. But you reminded me, he's talking about SLS. It's fucking dog shit. We shouldn't care about SLS. It's fucking bullshit. Do you know who owns SLS?
Mr. Big Rob, dude.
No, he sold it to Dana fucking White. Do you know who that is?
Oh God, yeah, I do know who that is.
Yes, so
no,
I'm with you, Sickens. This piece of any content, there's a ceiling, there's a glass ceiling on any SLS content. You can't get above a 1, because every time we talk about, every time we pay attention to, Dana White makes money. Fuck that dude.
Exactly, you know, and here I'll bring this up too. You know, I vividly remember watching Joa on Twitch, and he had just posted that it's like the red thumbnail with like the kangaroo, you know, and it's the fucking SLS video, and he's like, oh shit, like my shit didn't even reach fucking however much views, you know, and it's like, well, dude, what the fuck do you expect when you're posting fucking SLS videos?
It's only a tiny percentage of skateboarders even give a shit about SLS. It's a tiny group of skateboarders that care about SLS. And like, here's the thing, I will watch SLS if Joe is yapping about it, because Joe yapping about SLS makes it interesting to me. But thank you, I'm so fucking glad we watched this one together and we didn't do Elijah Burrow, because it reminded me like, fuck all SLS content. Even Joe talking about it. Look at 4 years ago, he's waxing philosophical and trying to analyze like why the judges need to change things. They're not going to change shit. They're just going to keep fucking, and it doesn't matter if it's X Games or SLS, it's all bullshit. Fuck that shit, dude. Unless you're getting paid unless you're getting paid from it or your homie's getting paid from it, like you should be ignoring SLS content.
Yeah, dude, who cares? Oh, the biggest names are going to do their biggest tricks and get the biggest prize. Like, who gives a fuck?
And here's the thing, Sickens, they're not even the biggest names. Like, Like the biggest names to you and me might not even do SLS, right? That was the whole thing about when Dylan did SLS.
Exactly.
Yeah. They put
exactly,
and they don't even know who to get
any of the
anymore.
people I look up to, dude, they're not in SLS.
Like remember when they put Curran and Jake Anderson in there and they both failed miserably?
I don't even remember that.
Exactly.
That's how
Good.
much
Yeah, because you're ignoring you're ignoring the slop.
that shit, dude.
Oh man, God, Sickens, I'm glad.
I get out of there quick, dude.
I'm so glad we're talking about this, Sickens. This is valuable information. All right, I think we can end it right there, right? Do you have any shout outs?
And shout out mom, shout out dad, shout out fucking, everybody I know, you know who you are, type shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Electjolt, even though I'm currently blocking that fucking guy on the Discord.
Yeah, Electjolt, dude, he's always out there. Knows Manny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blocking him for his own good. I'm just like, dude, you're in school. You should be focusing on school. Stop. I'm not talking to this kid on Discord anymore. Like he doesn't need to hear my fucking brain dead opinions about shit. Like and I definitely don't need to see another one of his fucking nose manuals.
Hey, he's gonna be kick flipping into him real soon, dude.
Yeah, at me when you get a kickflip into your nose manual, Electjolt. All right. All right, then I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that'll probably do.
Don't forget, everybody, sign up for Joe's Patreon. He deserves the money so he can keep making this cool-ass content for us to talk about and watch. And if you're not a member of the Discord, join the Discord. Hit me up. I'll get you a link to that if you need that as well. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Sickens.
Yeah, perfect, dude. Thank you very much for having me, dude. This is a fucking treat, man.
Dude, the pleasure was mine. And enjoy the rest of your evening. I've got to wrap up some stuff before I pick up my kid.
Very good. Yeah, dude. I'm going to fall asleep, dude.
All right, Sickens. Later, man.